Hi all, we just wanted to take a moment to ask a favor. Only 20% of the people who watch our videos are subscribed and we're trying to grow. So we're asking everybody if they can please like, subscribe, and comment. But also watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps out. It's all because of the YouTube algorithm. Thank y'all. Hi all, today I'm showing you my grandma's southern tomato salad. It's absolutely perfect for the summertime and refreshing and delicious. Ingredients you'll need. I've listed everything here to make your life easier. I hope it does. First off, I thoroughly washed the tomatoes. I didn't make as much of salad today as I normally do, but I decided 3.5 tomatoes was fine, or 2.5 is what I did, because they were so big. And first off, I add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to a mixing bowl. You don't need a large mixing bowl, just a small one, it's fine. And then I add 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. That was lovely. And then I add a teaspoon of kosher salt and then a half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I always think it's better when you grind the pepper, it tastes better. And then I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I prefer vegetable oil, which is neutral. I don't want something that's going to overpower it. So, and then I'm going to finely chop a small shallot. And I only really needed 2 tablespoons of the shallot, and I added that to the mixing bowl for the dressing. And the next, I almost forgot to add the honey. I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of honey, and then I'm just going to mix the dressing thoroughly. And next, I slice the tomatoes into wedges. You can actually core the tomato if you like. I didn't think it was necessary. And then I just arrange everything on the platter in a very pretty way, decorative way. And these are heirloom tomatoes. We're growing heirloom tomatoes this year. But my sister actually got these at the store for us because ours aren't quite ripe yet. As you can see, they're still ripening. So we have all different colors we're growing. I'll show you more when they ripen. This salad is so delicious and so refreshing, I can't even tell you. It's the dressing and the fresh tomatoes that make it. Our tomatoes are going crazy this year. They're so big. They've invaded every other plant around them. And then I'm going to coarsely chop 1 tablespoon of tarragon. Tarragon is what makes it. You only need a tablespoon. It's a very strong aniseed flavor. So you don't need more than a tablespoon. And just a kiss of tarragon. And then I just spoon the dressing over the tomatoes that I've arranged. And next, I'm just sprinkling the chopped tarragon over the top of the tomatoes. And then we're done. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely delicious. You make it, people will love it, I guarantee you. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, we really hope that you are. Please consider becoming a subscriber. It would help us out tremendously. And it doesn't cost you anything. It's absolutely free. One of the things we're trying to do is we're trying to grow and get to 10,000 subscribers. But also the watch hours are also very important. That's why we're asking people to watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps out. And sometimes we say interesting things at the very end when there's no cooking going on. So that's the other plus. It's all because of the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, we stay hidden. I can barely talk. It's late at night right now. Thank you all for your help. We post new videos 3 times a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider becoming one. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us out tremendously. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. All right, see you soon. We wanted to profoundly thank everyone for watching. We're so very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. We wanted to talk about something a little bit more serious. We talk about it every week, actually. I put it at the end of the video. We've had a lot of natural disasters, and what happened in Texas is nothing unusual, it seems. So, the horrific wildfires in Southern California and Hurricanes Helene and Milton, and now what happened in Texas, it has absolutely destroyed lives and communities, affecting so many, and they all have a long road to recovery. I don't think there is any recovery for losing a child, but I do think they have to rebuild. Some areas have to rebuild. So we're encouraging everybody to please help those by donating to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, Mary Cares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We are not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they do good work on the ground. We wanted to talk about something a little bit, something else. I'm going to, I guess, get political. I'm not a political person, but this is important. DOGE cut a lot of funding that went to people who do the weather for us, the National Oceanic something atmosphere something. And those positions weren't filled. They weren't there. When a storm hits, they're very important because they get out the information. The second thing is that for some reason, we have something called a microwave satellite that we use to, it does all kinds of things, but we also, it does some military stuff, but it does relay information to the weather people, your weathercasters, so they can keep up to the minute or second. If a storm intensifies, like what happened in Texas, they were flying blind, basically. So it's important that comes back online. For some reason, I don't know why, but they pulled it back on July 30th. And so, or June 30th, excuse me. And so we need it back. And also, President Trump wants to end FEMA at the end of hurricane season. I've never heard anything so horrible. Communities need to rebuild. You can see, and also FEMA has been denying states money, and a lot of propaganda has been going out. But when you deny funding, when we have paid taxes into something, specifically to help our other communities and states rebuild, I'm sorry, that's not right. That's not right. That's not what we voted for. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox here. It just, I felt very important to say. So please contact your senators and congressmen and let them know you want FEMA to continue. Thank y'all. All right, I'm leaving you a little bit of video on my gardening. Some of my things have gone wild. All right, as always, stay safe and be blessed. Two of them.